Hello, hello, hello. It's Dolly back with Everyday Inspiration with Christy, Crystal, Daisy, Lisa, Jennifer, and myself. I brought the inspiration piece for the month of February. This is a photograph that I took back in November of 2018 after an ice storm. That is a pine tree limb with pine needles covered in ice. All right, I am using Maggie Holmes Flourish and Willow Lane collection. I've gotten out my Creative Memories circle die cut tool, and I am planning on cutting 3 circles. However, I make a mistake. I did not want to cut into this star paper. This was my main 12 by 12 background paper, but I did. So I panicked for a second, and then I thought, okay, just go on and cut your other circles out, and we'll figure this out. We'll figure it out. So I knew I wanted to cut a circle from this mustard paper, and then you see over there in the right hand corner that one paper, it's got the pink and the coral and the mint and that other green. I will cut a circle from that paper as well. My second problem is I did not want the circle to be up there in the upper left hand corner. But I'm like, okay, but I've got to cover up this circle. And I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? Well, then I'm like, okay, don't panic. Just keep turning the star paper, that 12 by 12 star background paper that I didn't want to cut a circle out of. And I rotated it until that circle, cutout circle area was in the lower right hand corner. But you see, I was still futzing, seeing, can I make this work? But I knew I couldn't because my little guy was going off the page too quickly. That's the way he's walking that direction. So see here, I turned it, and now I've got the circle down there. Now I do place the mustard color circle in the upper right hand corner of that photograph of my little guy. Then the mint color will go in the open place. And then see, I thought I was going to use this one with the bugs and the butterfly, but it didn't work. So I flipped it over, thought, well, I'll use the black. I didn't like that either. And I didn't want to cut into another 12 by 12 sheet of paper. So I'm like, what do I do? What I do? So see that off-colored white circle that's next to the photograph? Well, the opposite side is that star paper. So I flipped it over and I tucked it under the mustard color. And when I add the natural twine that's going to go around each of the circle, it makes it look separated. And you'll see that here shortly. Right now, I'm going to mat my photograph, again, using another scrap paper from the Maggie Holmes collection. I don't remember which one this is from. It's not from Flourish or Willow Lane. But anyway, I'm going to get out my ruler, and I'm just going to do the tearing technique here to mat that photograph. And let's see, the chipboard that I use on this layout, you'll see coming up, just in case I forget, is from the Flourish collection. All right, while you watch me tear that paper, don't forget to follow the other ladies' links listed below, which is Crystal, Christy, Daisy, Lisa, and Jennifer. So their links are listed below, and see from the inspiration piece that I provided this month what kind of layout they created, what papers they used, what part of that inspiration of that photograph that they drew, what part of the photograph did they draw inspiration from? And for me, I was drawing the inspiration from the fact that it was a tree. I originally, when I posted that photograph, was going to do a winter photograph with snow. But then I remembered I had this photograph of my little guy in the woods with sticks in his back pocket, sticks in each of his hands, walking around, actually the same area where I took that photograph. But this photograph was taken probably in September, and the photograph of my little guy was taken in September, and then it was just like a month later we had an ice storm up there, in the mountains where we have our little retreat area that we go to. Eventually, someday it's going to have a cabin, we hope, but right now it just houses our camper. So anyway, off to the layout here. All right, so I took the glue that I used is from the Scotch glue that I think they've changed the name. But anyway, that's the glue that I use. It's in my fine tip bottle that I've never personally had a problem. I know there's ladies out there that have, and I understand, you know, that you've had to switch to another method or another type of glue. But for me, it still works. And it still secures my twine down, my wood veneer, etc., etc. All right, I got out my Alpha Foam, my Alpha Foam letters that I picked up a while back from Hobby Lobbies, and they're a navy blue. And this was before the manufacturers started coming out with navy blue alpha letters. So anyway, I thought that that would work on this background paper, and it did not. It just blended too much into the paper. So then I went back into my alphas, and I have these foam that are kind of green. Now they do blend as well, but I'm able to take a black pen and carefully go around the outside of each of the letters. You do not see me do that because I lost a clip all on my own. Like I said, I struggled with this layout. I cut in the wrong spot. I also lost my little tool that goes for my paper trimmer. So that was one reason why I was tearing, which worked out fine. Anyway, here's me using the chipboard from the Flourish collection. And that little chipboard says, "Sunshine makes my heart happy." Then I got out the other chipboard that has like a little lemon and thought I'd put it in the corner to get that diagonal look, but I wasn't liking it. So then I went to my little container of Maggie Holmes die cuts, and I got out a couple of die cut strips. One just has numbers 1 through 9, and then the other one that you see that I'm digging now. Wait, maybe not. I don't know. There it is, right there. Yes, that one right there. I think, yep, I moved that to the upper left-hand corner, and that says Sweet Day. I also, you'll see that I have that butterfly over to the right-hand corner. I had pre-fussy cut that out, and then I found that die cut one that I never used, and I fussy cut around that, and I put that there. And now we're going to come to the still shots here. So again, please be sure to subscribe, like, and share our channel. And for How to Kill a Kit with Style, I am creating all my layouts using the Maggie Holmes collection. All right, here are the close-ups. And you see I have a little puffy star there by the bug that I did keep on this layout. Thanks for stopping by, and be sure to hit the bell button to get notified when we post for the month of March. All right, bye. And be sure to follow the other ladies' links below.